Let's talk about changing the transfer case oil and the differential oil on a CX50. This happens to be a 2026 turbo, but shouldn't matter. First, let's check the fluids. On my page 1063 verifies that the transfer case oil and the rear differential oil both use the hypoid gear oil SG1. Pretty common stuff. This note too basically says if you go underwater, you need to change it immediately. Okay, and then this is what the oil looks like. Next page, you should check your quantities. Transfer case oil, 0.42 quarts. Rear differential oil, 0.37 quarts. So 1 quart will do both. You're gonna need some 18mm crush washers for the bolts. You get those generically on the internet or whatever, a bunch of them. I know you're gonna need a 23 and a 24 socket. Probably a 23 open end wrench too for the differential because of the tight fit, but we'll see. You're gonna need a quart of SG1. I went with OEM. These are just some pictures to kind of show you what's going on. You know, loosen the fill plug first, pull the drain plug, let it drain out, retorque it to about 35 foot-pounds, fill it back up. You're gonna not worry about the quantity. We're gonna pump it till it comes out of the fill hole, and then tighten that up, and then it's basically done. And that's the transfer case oil. SG1 0.42 quarts. There is no specified time on it. I'm gonna do it early, around 6,000 miles, just out of peace of mind. But about every 30,000 miles what we do, or if you get in deep water. Differential, same process. Loosen the fill plug first, take out the drain plug, let it drip dry, put a new washer on it, pump it up, add filler plug until the level reaches the brim of the plug hole. It'll start dribbling out. Put in SG1, and then same torque. It's the same torque for everything, 30 to 39 foot-pounds. So you need a torque wrench. You can get at least this 3 of the 4 you can get at. This one up here against the subframe you probably will not be able to get at. You just have to do it by feel. The key to this is to get the car level. And this is my setup. You do what you want. But I've got one set of ramps. I backed it in the driveway. The driveway sloped down. I put some lumber up here just to get a little more elbow room up front. Then wheel lock just out of a little bit of safety. And then I slowly backed up the vehicle a couple inches at a time. Boat level, I decided to put it on the frame right here until the little bubble in the middle. And then I put the parking brake on. So as far as I'm concerned, my vehicle is level, and that should do the trick. All right, so there's a big splash shield on the front. This is the one you take off to change your oil from your engine. But you're gonna have to remove this splash shield to get at the transfer case. And it's got a bunch of these 10mm, and then it's got four of these plastic ones in the back. These are 10mm, come right off. These you just gotta take a flathead screwdriver and pry up the middle section, and then these will pull right out, and they're reusable. All right, here's your oil filter for the engine. Right behind it's the transfer case. And then this is your fill, which you can see I broke loose, 3mm. And so you wanna make sure you can remove it. Shouldn't be any problem. I'll just leave it there for right now. Now we're gonna break this one loose since we know we can fill it back up. Always do the fill plug first in case it gets broken or stuck. Drain plug's right on the bottom. Put the 24mm on it, like so. There we go. Should break loose. Yeah, it's nice and loose. Yeah. Make sure you got a drain tub of some sort underneath it. Remember, there's not a lot of oil in this thing, so it shouldn't take long. There's a magnetic plug on this one. So just gonna let it come out. Looks good. Just gonna let that drip dry a little bit. Now we want to clean the drain plug. As you can see, there's a little bit of on the magnet. That's normal, it's no big deal. Use some brake cleaner and get it cleaned off. Let's get some brake cleaner. Clean it, towel, and clean it right off. Take the old washer off so you can get ready to put the new one on. All clean, new crush washer on. First thing you're gonna do is reinstall this. Stop dripping, so now we can reinstall it. Got my torque wrench with a small extension on the end set up. And now we're just going to stick it on there. And we're gonna pull it till it clicks, about 35. There it goes. Easy, wait a second. I'll do it again, just for safe, just to be sure. Yep, that's good. All right. Move the fill plug, it was perfectly clean. I put the new washer on. So we'll set that to the side while we set up a pump for our fluid. This is kind of my setup here. We got a simple fluid pump and a hose. The long end will go into the fill hole. Short end will go into the bottle. And we'll pump until it starts flowing out. Make sure you have the catch can underneath it. Is this hose, it doesn't go very far, you know, into the hole. It's very easy for it to pop out. So what I did was I secured up this rubber tie thing I've got, metal, to the oil filter. That way when this moves around a bit, it doesn't fall out. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pump until it starts dripping out the hole. And that way you know it's filled. You can see it's dripping now. Really wasn't a good position to do this thing because I don't have a lot of room under here. But for me, I ran the hose into the wheel well. That way I had a lot of room to hit the pump, and that worked just fine actually. No issues whatsoever. And if it's dribbling, that's fine. Once it gets to a slow drip, you can then put the fill plug in. Got the fill plug in. Put your torque wrench on. Same thing again. About 35 pounds. There you go, click. Just wait a second. Do it again. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Last step is simply to spray a little brake cleaner up in here. Clean off the oil that dripped around the fill plug. And you're good to go. Under an abundance of caution, I am going to leave my splash guard off for a few days. And just to make sure that this drain plug is not leaking. Okay. Rear differential. Lots more room back here, so this will be easy. So your drain plug is here and your fill plug is here. Due to contrary belief, the subframe is not in the way. You do not need a 23mm open end wrench to get at this. Just stick your wrench on there and break it free. And you're good to go. This one I am going to put my finger in because CX50s are known for blowing out their differentials. And I want to do a check to see how much fluid is in there from the factory. Please note, I have wrapped, another tip here, I've wrapped my exhaust in aluminum foil because I'm thinking during the fill process I might get a few drips on here. And hypoid oil on a hot exhaust is like the most ungodly smell you've ever smelled. Anyways, take your gloves off and dip your finger in there. Yeah. I mean, it's fucking Mazda. That's low. That's low. No wonder these things are blowing out. Yeah. That oil should be right there at the edge. It's not. problem. Definitely worthwhile doing this. Break your drain plug loose. I'm gonna measure this one, see how much fluid is coming out of this one. Looks clean. I don't know, maybe about 14 ounces, probably 15 ounces. Not empty for sure. Yeah, since that's a 16-ounce line there, I'm gonna say about 14 and a half ounces. Drain plug looks good. A little bit of debris on the magnet, like the transfer case, but it looks normal. Cleaned up. Everything looks good on them. New crush washers are installed. Same as before. Put your 24mm one with the magnet back in the hole. And then you're gonna torque this to about 35 foot-millimeter. Torque wrench installed. Should be able to get it. There we go. Pump set up. For the record, this is a second bottle. It's very difficult when using these pumps, these pipes, to get all the fluid out up from the bottom. It's just impossible. It ain't worth the trouble trying to get the thing filled up, since you need pretty much a quart. So I have a second bottle, and then I'll take what's left in the other one and dump it in here when this is done. And I'll have enough for one change of one item when I'm done. But probably, it is easier if you buy two bottles to pump each one fresh, so you got plenty of fluid to pump out. And she goes, nice clean fluid. Just keep doing it until it starts to pour out of the fill hole. Starting to drip now. So take it out. There. You're always going to overfill it a little bit, which is fine. Again, have your plug ready to go. When it gets to a slow drip, that's when you put the plug in. Right now it's still streaming out. Okay? Get your torque wrench set up, about 35 foot-pounds, same as the R3. There we go. All right, nice and tight. There you go. Take your brake cleaner, clean up a little bit. And we are all done. Probably do this about every 30,000 miles, unless you go through some deep water. Then you have to do it immediately. All right, really easy. Thank you.